Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest. Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
All day, baby, all day.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On second down, a run with Breida, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
65. Hey, switch gears. Sponge.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. That'll be complete to Breida. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check 56. You remember me? Let's go, baby. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Switch up. Mike 56. Mike 56. Get ready.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's a party.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, 0. Go 14.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Lockett. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
56 is the Mike. Cut. Alert.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Watch it. Check 31.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I hope you watch your left because I'm about to take you to school. 56.
No, God, 4 down.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Wilson now throwing again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Watch out.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you, boy. 21. 65.
Here's Coleman. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
White. Check the backer. 11.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gould for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They run with Breida. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Hey, 0.
On 1st down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 9. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Tighten up. Shift.
Now it's Breida. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Matt Breida, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
21. 54's Mike.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
Here we go. Exit. Watch the safety creep. Under crunch. Take four. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
11, 54, 1, Omaha. Deuce. Hey, Delta.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. He's got it at the 15. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Go. 56.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Check safety.
Hey, guys, listen. Bang. All go special.
56.
Gun.
56 on truck. Let's go, baby. We turnover. Let's get that ball.
Good job right there.
Wilson to throw again. His throw incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back, left.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
First down and goal.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
To throw again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
David Moore, incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Jim. Lock. Kill.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001.
Hey, Steve 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
Here we go.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Hey, watch edge. Check 31.
Hey, alert.
Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bobby Wagner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, Zoo.
From the gun on third. Garoppolo going to throw deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
36 power.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
110.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw once more on second and 10. Garoppolo, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
21.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, Echo.
White.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 18 yards, first down Niners. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rip left. Check. 36.
21. 6.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. James has got it. Complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Here we go.
Check. Watch 54. Check back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Echo. 56. Go. Drop deep. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
25. Watch out. He's checking. Crash. Check.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And the Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Gun. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Operating from the gun, Wilson forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check 99.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Throwing on second and 14. Wilson is going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. And the Seahawks on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third and 14. Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now is and a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
4 down. Hey, alert. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Coleman now. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a desperate, and that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Coleman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
My bad, guys. My bad, guys.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they